What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we got our 2022 R1M on the table again for a little bit more surgery. We've spent a lot of money in upgrades this time. I think this is going to truly set the bike off, make it stand out, and make it even more special than what the bike already was / is. Now, I know a lot of you commented in the last video, what kind of idiot would ruin an R1M by lowering it? Well, that's me. So anyways, for those of you who don't know, I am drag racing world record holder Chris Moore, 596, 229 miles per hour in the quarter mile. Yeah, that's right, guys. I don't go in turns. I don't do any curves. I don't do any swoop-de-loop-des. Straight line, that's all I know, guys. So anyways, we got the lowered down R1M here, and we're gonna be further ruining it, as you guys would say, / making it a proper drag race / roll race straight line warrior. Yep, here we go. All right, so BST wheels first on the block. We got EK 3D chain from Vortex Racing rear sprocket, Vortex Racing front sprocket. We are doing the 520 chain conversion. We're gonna be taking weight off this thing heavily today. Once we finish, we're gonna put the bike on the scales. We're gonna weigh it. The last time we weighed it weighed 405. We're gonna see what it weighs with our new modifications. These carbon fiber wheels, 4 big ones. Yep, not 400 either. We also got with Dunlop Tires, one of our sponsors, has hooked us up with some new tires. We got some brand new Dunlop Q4 for the rear, and we have got a all new, for the first time ever being released, Dunlop Drag Max front tire. This is a 110 60/17. So in other words, super low profile. It's gonna help lower the bike down, and it weighs 3 pounds less than a stock tire. We're going to be weighing all this, or it's 3 pounds lighter than another Dunlop Q4 in stock size. We're going to weigh it and see how much it weighs less than the Bridgestone Battle Axe. We also have got a lighter weight tire going on the rear of this thing. This is a 255. We're going to a 190/55. We still want to keep the tall height for roll racing, which I think we're going to go test out here coming soon. More details coming up. But first, there's lots of stuff in this video. Stay with us, guys. As you may already guess, time to load up the race trailer. What is it doing? Raining. It does it every single time, never fails. Every time of the year when we go to load up the trailer, it's raining outside. Santa Claus, he not happy. Look, in the rain. So anyways, we're about to load up the trailer, get all this stuff packed up and ready to go to Horsepower Hustle Race Series in Gainesville, Florida. We're going south. We're gonna find us some warmer weather, no matter how far we gotta go. It's supposed to be in the 80 degrees in Florida. We're gonna have a good time. It's kind of warm here in the 60s, but rain. So anyways, Melania, the world record holder, is all ready to go. We got it sitting out here. Big Country's bike, he's all ready to go. Big Country got his own brand new YouTube channel. Go check him out, Big Country on YouTube. But the bikes, they're setting on go. That video is going to be a lot of fun. Pablo, he's loaded up, he's ready. Pablo going to grandma's house, he don't know yet, he's not going to the race. But anyways, let's get this show on the road. We got to get this R1 fixed. I think we're going to take it with us and put it on display. Let's get these wheels installed now. Look at how pretty these wheels are. All carbon fiber construction inside and out. These things are so much lighter than the stock ones, it's not even funny. You would not believe how much difference it makes the bike feel and handle having these crazy lightweight wheels on it. Just an example, if you put these on a Hayabusa, it almost makes them turn and handle like a 1000, like a liter bike. Now that's a little bit of an exaggeration. I can see it makes it a huge, huge difference no matter what. So anyways, we're about to jack up the bike. I'm gonna show you how this thing rolls in current configuration. Today, not only are we trying to take off a lot of weight off this bike, we are also trying to make it roll much better. That's the reason for the 520 chain conversion. Everything we are doing today is rotating weight. Now, rotating weight is worth approximately 7 to 8 times unsprung weight. So if we take 10 pounds off this bike and rotating weight, that's equivalent to 70-ish pounds of real life in the bike. So if we put a chain on it that's 2 pounds lighter, we put a tire on it that's 2 pounds lighter, we put a wheel on it that's 5 pounds lighter, you're a lot better at math than I am, but that's a huge, huge difference. We're also gonna delete the rear brake. Yeah, I know, you're like, oh, why would you take the rear brake off? You gotta have that, it keeps you safe. Well, not necessarily, not for what we're doing. We got plenty of stopping power in the front end, but look at how hard this thing is to turn. In other words, we got drag from the rear brakes. We've also got drag from this big, heavy 525 chain. Tucker, help me out here. Give me a good hard spin. Let's see, let's look at the dot on the tire. See if we can count this dot as Tucker spins it. Oh, look how strong he is, look. Tucker spun it so fast I couldn't even see the damn dot. So anyway, good job, Tucker. I'm gonna guess that was about 3 revolutions. So we're gonna do that same test again once we get the lighter wheel, sprocket, chain, all that good stuff on, and see how much better this bike rolls. Then we're gonna weigh the bike at the end of the video to see how much total weight we lost. Then we're gonna do the math and tell you approximately, yo, what's up, dude? We're gonna show you approximately how much weight that would be in unsprung weight if all our math calculations are correct. All right, we're making progress, getting this thing stripped down. We got it all taken apart. We're about to weigh the factory wheel and tire. So this is the complete wheel, tire, sprocket, brake, rotor, everything needed to run. Looks like we're just gonna say 34 pounds. It's kind of bouncing around. I know this is not the best, most accurate way to weigh it, period, but that's just gonna give us a idea. And then once we put it on our big official scales, then that's gonna give us a total weight of what we lost altogether. So 34 pounds for the factory rear wheel. Tucker is getting the BST wheel and Dunlop tire mounted up right now. This is all coming together nicely. I did weigh the chain in the box. Of course, we haven't cut it to length yet, but that was like almost a pound lighter by doing the 520 conversion on the chain. This whole project is gonna be super cool. I think it's gonna really change the look of this whole bike and the way it feels and rides. The wheel is mounted up, the tire is on, everything is good to go. Let's turn our scales on, zero out the weight, see how much this BST wheel weighs with the Dunlop tire. We're gonna hold it, no way, holy cow, 24 pounds. We're gonna call it 24, it bounces 23, 24. You see I'm holding it as good as I can like this, 23 and some change. Depending on how we hold it, like I said, we know that's not a good way to do it, but 10 pounds weight savings just in the rear wheel tire combo. Holy cow, it's gonna be a big deal once we get all this stuff mounted up. Look at how much prettier this thing looks with the new wheel on it. I think the carbon fiber wheel looks a million times better. I personally was not a big fan of the blue at all. I'm probably gonna get rid of the blue here too. I just, not a huge blue fan, but this dark colored wheel, even with the factory natural swing arm, looks sick. Give us a spin there, Tucker. Let's see if we can find, we don't got a dot on this new tire, but you guys are gonna be able to tell a big difference. Give it a big spin, because we really don't know how many spins we got last time. Huge, huge difference, and all this stuff is brand spanking new. So once the chain gets a few miles on it, once the ceramic wheel bearings get a few miles on it, all that stuff is gonna loosen up and roll better and better and better. Another thing that I forgot to mention before we got into the, or when I was showing you all the parts, the factory battery in these things. For one, the factory battery sucks. It only has 130 cold cranking amps, and a lot of times when these bikes get hot, it barely cranks them. Even on a brand new stock machine, if the fan's been running, you leave the key on for, let's just say a minute with the lights on, fan on, the bike goes, rump, rump. It's a common problem with all really 09 and up R1s. So they have starter issues, they have a lot of issues. 4.8 pounds the factory battery. Full Spectrum has hooked us up with a P.7, 210 cold cranking amps, lithium ion, 1 pound, 12 ounces. So crazy lightweight battery. Not to mention now our starting problems are gone. And this battery is not that much more expensive than what a stock battery is. Also, factory brake levers, we're getting rid of those. 6 ounces. Look at this, new carbon fiber CRG shorty lever. This thing looks super good. Half the weight, 3 ounces. We got clutch and brake. We're about to get those installed now. Whew, finally, the R1M is all buttoned up and ready to go. This thing looks super good, looks a lot lower and a lot meaner with the lower profile tire. Now, the only thing, there's a couple things, I guess you say that I'm not happy with right now, is for one, we got this big retarded looking fender gap, okay? So since we went with a lot smaller tire, now we have a big gap in between our tire and our front fender. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get DME Racing to make us some fender lowering brackets. So what it's gonna do is scoot the front fender downward and put the proper factory-like gap back in there. The rear wheel looks super good, shows off that rear wheel really good with the rear brake delete. You see we deleted the brake pedal. Every single piece of the rear brake is gone. The wheel speed sensor, of course, has to remain intact. We ended up cutting the bracket that holds the factory brake. We cut it off so you can't see it down in there, but our wheel speed sensor is still there. All that looks super clean, super factory. We ended up losing a lot of weight on the rear wheel and about 3 pounds on the front wheel configuration. So the EK, the Vortex Racing EK 3D chain turned out super good, looks really nice and clean. Now we're going to wheel this thing up onto our scales. You can see the scales all zeroed out. We left the battery on. Battery dead, we gotta plug this in, so this has to stay over here. Kelly, if you wanna get us and tell us what the measurements are, get your calculator so we can add them all together. Me and Tim are gonna wheel this thing up on the scales. This is easier said than done. All right, you wanna just kind of hold your foot in front of this one, and then I'll get her a little bit of a run and go. Keep going. All right. All right, there it is. It's on there. Let's see how much the big girl weighs now. We got 131, 183 plus 66, 380. Oh.
Why do you have to be so
total.
Jeez. Huh. Never knew that before. I guess when you spend $1,000 on a set of scales, it does add it up for you. So 380. Good job, Kelly, on the math. 380, guys. Remember, we started at 430 on this project. So today we weighed 405 total. Now the bike is bone dry on gas too, by the way. 0 gas whatsoever. Either way, we lost 25 pounds in doing wheels, tires, brake delete, and I think that's it. So we did the brake delete, that's still rotating. We did the 520 chain, that's rotating. Dude, all this stuff is rotating mass. We just lost 25 pounds off the bike. What's 25 times 7?
175.
You sure?
I don't know. I think 175.
Kelly says 175. Let's double check.
It is 175.
170. So, man, I almost think it's too good to be true. So unsprung weights were 7 times, or rotating masses were 7 times unsprung weight. If we just lost 25 pounds, that's like losing 175 pounds. Basically, we just lost the rider. Bike is like it's going on its own now. No matter what, this thing is gonna be super, super fast. We're gonna take it out and test it. If you wanna get yourself some BST wheels, hit up brocksperformance.com. They are the American distributor for BST wheels. Use the code MOREMAFIA5, you get 5% off. 5% off on $4,000 wheels? That's a big deal, guys. Make sure you check that out. Use code MOREMAFIA5, get 5% off. This R1M is oh so sexy. We got all the best products on here, guys. This thing is really turning out to be super sick. 380 pounds. I can't wait to take it out and ride it in the next video. All right, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, smash the like button. You know all the things that More Mafia Maniacs do. Hit us up, moremafia.com. If you have any more questions, you want to get an ECU Flash, you need to get anything for your bike, hit me up. I'll take care of you. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.